What's up guys, it's Meikitamemo here and welcome to episode 5 of my Risen 1 playthrough, the third run, the Master Mage, the Holy Flame playthrough. Now my original intent was to go into the Dawn's camp and complete the quests. However, when I was doing the 5th episode I said, hey, this is going to be the episode of the Dawn's camp, so it can be divided into parts, you know. It turned out that due to Harbour Town, I have, they don't trust me well enough in order to get the quests completed. Now the only one that I can complete is the one with the Rotworm inside the whole camp. So I decided to redo it because of the fact that we're gonna go to the Monastery. So really speaking, this is episode 5 where we would go to the Monastery of the Magicians of the Holy Flame and join as a novice. Even though that was not my original intent, apparently if you beat Harbour Town first before you will go to the Dawn's camp, you cannot complete the quests there because of the fact that they're a bit wary of who they entrust, due to the fact that their men has been kicked out of Harbour Town, so they're afraid of spies, if you will, which is fine. But let's go to the monastery and join the novices, and thus begin my magical training into the ranks of the magic, and thus become a mage. Surely it's a bit laggy. PC CPU usage is about 30%, so that's pretty normal, There's nothing on in the background except for OBS, which is, needed to record Steam, which is needed to be playing this game, and my file browsers where my videos go to once they're done with recording. So it's not really that my PC is having heavy burdens, it's probably doing something again in the background that I do not notice, and of which, why it has here and there but lag spikes. Sometimes the PC likes to annoy me by just, randomly lag, even though episodes before that everything was running fine, You know how it goes with PCs, they like to troll their owners. At least mine likes to troll me. But let's get the thieving gnomes out of here and then go into the monastery and become a novice of the Magicians of the Holy Flame. What a name. So I'm gonna be one of the big boys. Now let's see if Tilda's treasure. Oh wait, I don't have a shovel. Of course. That's also why I went to the Dawn's camp. Oh well. I will get a shovel at some point.
Yeah.
That XP stealing son of a bitch. That's for taking my XP, motherfucker. Now, make sure that if you do not have the King of Handyman or something like that achievement, make sure that you collect 20 tool bags before delivering the 15 tool bags to what was it? Helver the Smith in, I think his name was Helver, in Harbour Town. So make sure that before you deliver them that you have 20 of those tool bags in your inventory.
Now who can teach me to pick locks?
If you have 15 and you deliver them and you pick up, let's say another 5 or 6 or 7, you know, it doesn't count. You have to have 20 in your inventory. So don't give them until you have 20. Which you should be able to get relatively easy. Just kill lots of gnomes. Lots of them. Oh dear.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Alright, so here we go, guys. Into the Monastery of the Mages / Warriors of the Order. Woo, that lag. Holy shit.
Ah! Yeah! Ah!
It's clean on 30 FPS. I don't know what my PC is doing. Got no fucking clue what it is doing.
Ah! 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 Ah!
if I remember correctly, in order to get the first sealed magic, you will need 50 wisdom. For the second one you need 100, third one 150, and the last one 200. If I'm correctly. Pretty sure that it is that way, but you know, I could be wrong.
Ah! 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 Yeah! Yeah! Ah! 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 Ah!
Now where's the other gnome? Where's that little bugger?
Hey, wait. You came up the mountain, right?
So,
What business do you have out here? I don't recognize you.
what's my business to you?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. But if Santiago spots you, you'll be in trouble.
Who's Santiago?
He's with the Inquisition. You don't want to mess with him. He'd have you recruited to the monastery quick as look at you.
What happens in the monastery?
First, they shove a big stick in your hand. Then, they make you sweep the courtyards or stand guard like me. Not even a beer to keep you going. I'd do anything for a beer. Anything remotely fun is kept in a wine cellar. And that's always locked.
It doesn't sound that bad.
Well, if you like the sound of it, go and see Santiago and join up.
Here, have a swig of this.
Beer? You've got beer? Man alive, that's good stuff. That's like water to a dying man, that is.
What are you doing out here?
Watching the road for creatures, and probably providing a free meal for any hungry beasties that come wandering by.
Why don't you just run for it?
Once you've listened to those noises in the shadows, you'll be glad of a secure place to sleep. It's no fun in there, but it's no fun out here either. Even if I did make it back to Harbour Town, the Inquisition would just bring me right back here again. Not many places to hide on an island. I don't really have a lot of options.
I've dealt with your monsters. You have nothing to fear from the shadows anymore.
Really? Those horrible things? You faced them?
Yeah. They were gnomes.
Gnomes? Are you sure? They sounded a lot bigger.
Well, there were a few of them.
Listen, don't tell anyone about this. The boys will never let me hear the end of it. It'll be nomads in my bed for weeks.
Sure. I won't say a thing.
Thanks. You're a pal. I just hope those beasts stay in the shadows.
Alright, so let's join the monastery.
Well, who do we have here? I don't recognize you. Looks to me like you're a vagrant. And vagrancy, that's illegal. If you can't give me a good reason why you're here, you will be recruited.
I volunteered. I'm already enrolled at the monastery.
Is that so? Well, we'll ask Master Palace about that. I'll take you straight to him.
Okay, that was a bit Weird. Holy shit, the lag. Fuck. What the fuck? 1 second, guys. Why is my game sound busted? I think my game is broken or something, I'm not quite sure, but I do need the conversations to be there. Buggy free. Yup, the game is broken. Let me reboot the game for a second, guys. The booting always takes a bit. I do not know what happened, but weird is most definitely the word, because if this continues, well, then it's pretty screwed the fuck up, I should say. Fingers crossed that it fixed it, otherwise you could say that I am going to be screwed. Because, you know, if I didn't need those conversations, I would have skipped them all, you know. I'm not gonna do half from half, if you know what I mean. So, first, that the anti-voice bug, or whatever you want to call it, it's a bug at any rate, but the, you know, whole audio bugness has never occurred to me before.
Hey, wait.
So? What?
Oh, no.
Already had this conversation, you know.
Any... What?
Here.
Ma... What? And... What? Thank... I...
Well, and if you can't get... Is that so?
Fingers crossed.
Another recruit. The guards brought you here because you transgressed the law. Am I correct?
Nope. I volunteered.
I see. Then you must have something to show me.
I have a letter from Commandant Carlos.
Let me see. Belshaw. I see. You rendered services in Harbour Town. Interesting. This changes things. We can make use of people like you.
For what?
That is your decision. The training we offer here would start you as a recruit, setting you on the path of a warrior.
Or
Or, if your spiritual side is strong, you could become a novice, and later a mage. Whatever your choice, you must complete the same basic training.
what is the basic training?
The fundamentals of staff fighting. Once that's completed, the Masters will take over, and you will learn from them. This is necessary whichever path you choose.
What can I expect as a mage?
Magic is a demanding discipline. Diligence, patience, practice, and sacrifice are all required. However, you would not carry out advanced combat training. There would be no time. But the rewards as a mage are great and would grant you access to all the spells the Masters can teach you.
I have decided. I will take the path of magic.
Then turn to the door on my left and go into the room next door. The novice tailor will give you your robe, and he will explain what happens next.
What is your role here? You haven't said.
Apart from answering questions from people like you, I am the administrator of the monastery. That keeps me more than busy.
Could I help you with that?
No, you concentrate on your training and your tests.
Tests? What tests?
Every master will test you. That is how you will proceed through the ranks here. You must listen well and study hard. That is what we expect from you.
Do you have a test for me?
You have already done a great deal for the Order. I do not need to test you.
Glad you're here, sir.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Hey. Sorry for staring. I'm always interested in new faces. I'm Taylor. I'm guessing Master Palace sent you here?
He said you'd have a robe for me.
Wear it with pride. Your bond with magic is not one easily achieved.
Do you have some kind of map of this place?
Oh, yes. Every novice receives a map. Can't have them getting lost.
Are you here out of your own free will?
You could say that. I used to be with the Don, but never saw eye to eye with the man. After Harbour Town got taken over, I came up here.
You enjoy sweeping the floors?
Well, I wasn't going to follow the Don into the swamp. Safer, warmer, and more rewarding here. Do you want to see your chamber?
Now I'm here, can I leave the monastery?
Yes, from time to time. But believe me, you're safer in here.
So how do I leave the monastery?
Master Palace opens the gate, but he'll only do that once Master Ignatius considers you worthy.
Who is Master Ignatius?
Look, I can understand all the questions. I had them too. But like Master Palace told me, everything in good time. You'll learn about Master Ignatius soon enough. So just relax. Look around. Be safe in the knowledge that nothing's trying to eat you in here.
This text is about magic spells. Sure. Show me the way.
Follow me.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Let's get going.
Sure thing, sir.
So, we've a new recruit in our midst. Where's your tunic, recruit?
I don't have one. I'm training to become a mage.
Each to their own. But you should know it takes more than some fancy finger waving to get by here. Go and get yourself a staff and get back here sharpish.
Why do I need a staff?
Because everyone learns how to fight here. The staff is a noble weapon. In the right hands, as deadly as any blade. Although it pays to have a good blade handy too. And I think it's wise to see just how much training you're going to need. No sense in your dying too quick.
Where's your staff?
You're observant, I like that. I've done my training, now it's up to you to do yours. Besides, if I need to, I could take a staff off any of these lot without breaking a sweat.
Where do I get a staff?
Look around the monastery, lad. Use those eyes of yours.
Who are you?
I'm Master Arik. I know what you're thinking. I seem like a nice guy, a decent chap. The reason I can be, because I know 1,001 ways to push someone's liver out of their nostrils.
Not wise to try that with a mage.
For mages, I know 1,002 ways.
I'll be right back, Master Arik.
That's more like it.
This is the training area, where Master Arik whips new recruits into shape. Once you finish basic instruction, Master Vitus will conduct your training further. If you treat him right, Master Arik's a decent sort. Let's move before someone sticks a broom in your hand. Oh, and you're sharing your room with Hemlar. He's rather grumpy, but shouldn't cause you any worry.
Are we there yet?
You are the newcomer.
I'm new here.
This recruit has been murdered. What do you know of this?
I heard you're short of new recruits. You'll have even fewer if this is how you greet them.
I am not accusing you. Your recent arrival means you have two qualities I need. You could not have committed this crime, and you need to prove yourself here. You can start by discovering who's responsible for this.
Why do you want me to investigate this?
You think you're not up to the task?
How do you know I am?
Your manner and appearance. You aren't from this island, which makes your presence illegal. It also means you are a survivor. I'm surrounded by books and bookworms. I need survivors.
I don't know what happened here. I don't even know any of the people here.
Then you shall be objective. Examine cold facts, for instance. This man was stabbed in the back, and there is no sign of magic, which is why there is no reason for me to give personal attention to this case.
If you want me to investigate, where should I start?
Master Vitus will aid you. I have more important things to consider. You have your task.
This is your room. Right. I better get back to my duties.
Job.
Just doing my duty as a novice. Cleaning the effing chambers. And looting the blaze cores.
You looking for something? What are you doing here?
Doing my job. Go do yours, man. Piss off. Alright, fine. You do the sweeping yourself, son of a bitch.
Well, novice?
Hemlar has been murdered.
Yes, news spreads quickly here. Soon the whole monastery will know about it. But of course, everyone claims to have neither seen nor heard a thing.
And that makes my search for the killer all the harder.
You have been appointed investigator. I wish you success.
Where can I find the other masters?
I will tell you that when the time comes. First, finish your basic training. Only then will you meet them.
I have come to be tested.
Enlightenment is found in many places. Seek trust and wisdom in combat.
About Hemlar. When did the murder happen?
It appears Hemlar was killed at the time you arrived. Since then, no one has left the monastery. Therefore, we must assume
that the killer is still here.
There are those who pointed their finger at you. You'll need to be certain before you point your finger at anyone else.
Why was Hemlar murdered?
That is a good question. Once you know the answer to why he was killed, you should find it much easier to discover who killed him.
Any suggestions where I should start?
Perhaps where Hemlar was found. The novice Caspar is responsible for the chambers. He also trades with many of the recruits.
And he must see a lot of what happens here.
Talk to him. Tell him I have assigned him to help you.
Right. You mean I should fight?
Unraveling the meaning of my words is the first part of your test.
It's a book. Alright, so let's get myself a staff.
Here's someone who needs the protection of a good weapon.
What sort of weapons do you have?
Injure things, kill things, cause damage to things, that sort of weapon. But nothing's free. But I'll trade if you can't pay with gold.
I need a staff.
I'll check me stock. Got this. Oak. Good strong wood. Knock someone's teeth through the back of the skull. It'll serve as well as a blade. Well, most blades, if you train with it. And you don't go hitting the wrong people.
What's a smith doing with wooden staffs?
Not much call for anything else. Shame, really. Because blades are my speciality. I remember every sword I've ever touched. Doesn't matter if I forged it, repaired it, or just sharpened it. I ain't like that Oscar down at the Don's camp, messing around with jewellery. Good solid blade, that's what you need.
Do you recognize this knife?
Let me see it. Ugh! It's got blood on it. Why are you showing me that?
Just take a quick look.
Yes, I've sharpened that blade. Certainly didn't have blood on it then. It's one of Harlock's kitchen knives.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
I've got a staff.
So you have. But do you know what to do with it? All right. To start, you need to learn some moves from a few of our fighters. Tucker, William, and Cato. When they're satisfied with your progress, come back and see me. And I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
I bet you do.
Got it, Arik.
Master Arik. I will have respect, understand?
Can you run that by me again?
I'm a patient man. I've had to be. But there is a limit to it. And you are in danger of running up against it.
I think that's clear enough, Master.
There. That's enough.
Are you still looking to test me?
Yes. I've just thought of a good test for you. I think I should try you with another kind of stick first. Find yourself a broom and sweep out my chambers.
Gotta love trolling.
Look, another recruit, right? Me too. Tucker, recruit of the Inquisition. What a joke. The same people who chained me up now expect me to fight for them?
You don't think we should fight?
Against who? For what? If they're pulling us in for service, then the shit has really hit the fan.
Not like we've been given a choice.
No. All we can do is prepare ourselves. 1 hour of training could mean the difference between life and death.
Of course, because I insulted Master Eric, poor man. Alright, so let's sweep the goddamn chambers then.
Hey, new, huh? I'm Caspar. If you need something around here, I'm your man. For a price, of course.
Do you trade with recruits?
I do business with anyone who's got gold. I ain't fussy, but no weed and no weapons because I ain't stupid either. Anything else I can get you.
I'm on an assignment from the Inquisitor.
Really? What's the old man got you doing?
I'm supposed to find Hemlar's killer.
Haha, rather you than me.
It's both of us, actually. Master Vitus said you're to help me.
What? You're joking, ain't you?
Afraid not.
Oh, that's all I need. Okay, let's get this thing wrapped up quickly. I don't want to get on the Inquisitor's bad side.
What do you know about Hemlar?
Ex-con, shifty type, scuttled around. Quiet too. You never knew what he was thinking.
Shifty and quiet isn't going to get us far.
What about clues? Have you searched his room?
I searched the room and Hemlar's body.
Did you find anything?
I found some food.
Was Hemlar poisoned? No, so I doubt that's of any importance. You might as well keep it.
I found a small amount of gold.
Hemlar always came across as having a fair amount of gold. Maybe he spent it.
Or someone took it.
And left the rest to cover his tracks. Maybe. You might as well keep what you found. Should be some reward for your work, eh?
I found some Brugal weed.
Not a surprise. He was dealing the stuff.
And you didn't think that was something to tell me straight away? Do you know where he got his supply?
He certainly didn't grow it himself. You'd never get away with that in here. Must have got it from outside. Don't know how. Hemlar wasn't allowed to leave the monastery.
So, he must have had a supplier on the outside. Or who had permission to leave the monastery. I found a knife in Hemlar's room.
Not many blades in this place. There's dry blood on it too. Hey, have you just given me the thing that killed him?
I think it is the murder weapon. But why leave it there? Have you seen this knife before?
Looks like one of Harlock's kitchen knives. Could be that the blood just came from the kitchens. Or am I being naive?
Any idea who was supplying Hemlar?
Well, don't look at me. I partake, but that's it. A lot of people smoke, not much else to do here. The powers that be must know, turn a blind eye. But whoever was supplying Hemlar must have been someone who could leave the monastery.
Who does that leave us with?
You need to talk to Master Palace. He's in charge of the gates.
Just give me a second. Alright, so 39 minutes, okay. Let's do the sweeping chamber thing. And then we're done.
Careful what you
at
touch.
Least. For part 1, that is.
I hope you know how to behave in someone else's house.
What are you doing here? Careful what you touch.
What do you want here?
Would you look at that, like a personal bodyguard for sweeping the rooms?
These are my rooms. Please remember that.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
We're almost done with the sweeping of the chambers.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
You looking for something?
My self-respect. Let me pass. That should do it.
These are my rooms. Please remember that.
They're also my rooms. You guys are rude.
Keep your hand.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm new. I'm in the Order like you.
Just met you, and you're my friend, eh? You're new. You get stew. Those are the orders. Here's the stew.
Do you recognize this blade?
Never seen it before in my life.
Take a closer look at it.
It's not mine. I've never seen it. Now sod off.
Carlson knows this knife.
So why are you telling me?
He knows it's one of yours.
Then why did you need to ask me?
Your knife is the weapon which killed Hemlar, which makes you a suspect.
Maybe someone stole it from me. Yeah. Maybe someone framed me. Did you think of that? Smart ass.
Alright, so let's tell Master Eric that we've done his chambers.
Your chambers are clean.
Good. Now maybe you're ready for a stick that doesn't have bristles on the end of it. If you're not, go see Harlock. I'm sure he needs somebody to peel potatoes for him.
I'm ready to train.
Then get gone and train.
Alright guys, I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell to make sure that you are being notified of whenever I upload a video. And I hope to see you guys in the second part, where we continue with the Monastery of the Holy Flame and become a mage. And never forget to leave behind a like or dislike, what your call, and let me know any kind of feedback in the description down below, because any feedback that I can get is well appreciated, both positive or negative. So anyways guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the second part. Good day, and see you guys next time.